Hello everyone! We're gonna play the last two matches of this red-green midrange league. We're currently 3-0. We beat everyone so far, which feels good. We're still in the 5-0 dream. And yeah, this is the list. In case you don't remember, I'm gonna go over it extremely fast. Playing 22 lands because it works well with wanting to cast Lukka and having 5 mana for Obosh. So we want to maximize the chances of both casting Obosh and casting Lukka. Yeah. The rest of the deck is all good. Red green decks, red green cards like Kitchen Finks, Tireless Tracker, Seasoned Pyro, Magus and Moon, and Bonecrusher Giant. And yeah, we have the Klothys as a kind of bridge between the early and the late game, because it can be both a beater in the late game, which I found out that we're activating quite easily, and I think it's also because Obosh, like we're making it a creature quite easily, Klothys. I guess it's thanks to Obosh and thanks to also Kitchen Finks that provide so much devotion for it. Yeah, the deck felt pretty good so far. Let's play two more rounds and see if we still hold, basically. Yeah, I mean, matchups so far was one mirror, was one against Burn and one against Yorion Devoted Devastation, which honestly, if you're gonna play a combo deck, you shouldn't be playing 80 cards. I think that's just a mistake. It's not. You have two conflicting strategies. One that wants to grind and have a lot of redundancy in their cards, and cards that all are good things, and and then you have this combo that just wants to have this two specific cards into play that win the game on the spot, right? And we saw it on match 1, game 2 and game 3, they just didn't get to cast those spells and they lost. The game that they got Devoted Devastation, Devoted Druid and Vision of Remedies down on turn 3, I think, we just died. So I don't think that's a good direction to take the deck, especially since you already have Lurus that you could use as a grindy card, and you don't really need to fill up your deck with Archon's Astrolabe and whatever else you put into that Militia Boggler to make it work. So let's see. Let's join the match and see what our opponent is up to. We're on the play, which is good. We are on the play. Oh shit. Okay, I need to start. I changed my setup, I'm still not super used to it. Yeah, okay, so that's a hand, and we're on the play, and they are on a Lurus deck. They could be playing, I guess when I see Lurus I either think Jaunt or Prowess Burn. This hand is not bad against Prowess Burn, because once we play the Stomping Ground, everything else becomes free mana at that point. So like a painless mana at that point, and then we can follow these up with like Stomp turn 2 and then Seasoned Pyromancer turn 3 to make some blockers, maybe discard the Magus if we are against the Reckoning deck. So even though the red-white deck, the Burn or Prowess, so I think I'm gonna keep this hand. Seems like a decent enough hand to keep. Also, you don't wanna go down in cards too much against potentially a Thoughtseize deck, right? So you're gonna play the Stomping Ground tap. That's a turn. Of course, normally you would like to have some kind of acceleration, but in this case I see a kind of a nice plan to this hand. And there's a Mishra's Vow that doesn't say much of what kind of a deck we're playing against. Of course, they don't know. We could be. Oh, they have probably a fetch land since they have the Mishra's Vow like this. We could be playing against some, so we could be seeming to be some sort of Scapeshift deck, but I mean, who plays Obosh that's not Reckoning Midrange at this point? You know, Obosh is such a gift. I didn't even think it would be so good, but it's been even better than I thought. So yeah, that's quite powerful stuff. I really think that it gives the deck kind of this reach, and it works so well with the rest of it. Okay, so we're against either. Oh, I also seen a black or red version of Burn, so that could be what we're playing against, in fact. So they draw a card, they don't cast anything. Okay, Klothys is both good against the Jaunt deck and against the Burn deck, so that's super nice. I'm just gonna play a Forest and pass the turn. I don't think I will play anything in. Whatever they play, we're gonna Stomp. It's kind of strange play. I guess I really like their top card. They either starving for lands or. Yeah, I mean, keeping a hand without Thoughtseize. So yeah, that's the other fetch land I was expecting. You know, when people bubble themselves, they don't have a fetch land. Else why would they? That's a Dire Confident is perfect actually for our purposes, so we're just gonna stomp it right away. We don't need to go to the end step. Yeah, and then we'll draw. From here we can cast Magus of the Moon and make their mana awkward, but I really like to get the Klothys down as soon as possible. Start generating value. And then next turn we can Seasoned Pyromancer, and depending on what we draw, I may honestly just discard both Maguses of the Moon because they play Seal of Fire in this deck, so Seal of Fire actually really strong to deal with Magus of the Moon because one Seal of Fire will deal with it. Yeah, and basically this fancy guy just dies. And of course we could be playing Blood Moon, that would not die to Seal of Fire, but Blood Moon has the problem that it basically doesn't do anything against our opponent, and it's not synergized well against Lukka. So Blood Moon you just play it, but it doesn't hit the opponent, and you cannot use it to make fodder for Lukka. So I like quite a lot the line of discarding both Maguses, getting a lot of tokens, trying to get more lands, and trying to get to Lukka, turn 5 Lukka, turn 5 Emrakul. I think in that deck they have not much they can deal with that. They of course have Lurus in play, but I'm guessing they're a bit hesitant to get it down so early because we can kill it, and that's of course not the best for them. We could also play the Bonecrusher Giant. You withdraw land, and then we can. Oh, they're going for lures. I mean, they get value out of it, but it's not the end of the world. They only get one card. Of course, I was gonna exile the Mitchell's Vow with the Klothys anyway. I don't think they will do this until we have not done the ability of Klothys, so they will not know what we draw. Utopia Sprawl, okay. That would mean that we could have 4 mana available if we exile the land with Klothys. I don't think that's worth it. I'm just gonna exile the Dire Confident. We gain some life. So yeah, I'm gonna put this Utopia Sprawl on the forest, and then I'm gonna cast Seasoned Pyromancer, discarding both Maguses of the Moon. Yeah, that's probably the best line. We choose red. You almost always choose red with the deck, but sometimes you don't, but most of your spells, as you can see, are red. Sometimes with Kitchen Finks, I guess this could be different. I'm just gonna discard both Maguses of the Moon and get ready to see if we can get an Emrakul down next turn. Even if we don't get an Emrakul down, we have 2 Lukkas now, so we have protection against these cards. So they draw a card. They bubble us, of course. So they did not see we were gonna draw. Where was the Utopia Sprawl? So they can keep shuffling this Mitchell's Vow, of course, and that's quite dangerous on the long run. But for the short run, I think we're in a good spot. We can cast in an Obosh next turn, but I think if this Seasoned Pyromancer survives, I will. We have a Thoughtseize, that's okay. We have 2 Lukkas. I will yield them until next end step, so I can just maybe have another Thoughtseize. Who knows? They draw a lot of cards. They do 2 cards, so maybe they have to discard spells. In that case, we're just gonna jam Obosh a thing and get on the aggressive with Klothys. These will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 with Obosh. So that's another land. Green. Another Dire Confident, that's okay. We'll find a lot of cards. And yeah, I'm just gonna look for a Stomping Ground. Klothys triggers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands, so don't need to. I can just target here. The Thoughtseize. They're down to 13 already. So we are just going to cast Lukka. Maybe have a Fatal Push for this in response. But I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna attack first with Klothys. Because once we exile the Seasoned Pyromancer, we will not have enough devotion to keep this as a creature. So we could of course exile Klothys with Lukka, and this way we make sure that they cannot kill the Seasoned Pyromancer in response. That's also an option. But they go to 9 by doing this. And so my idea is that if we exile the Klothys, we for sure guarantee an Emrakul. How do they deal with Emrakul, right? So I actually like the idea of exiling Klothys. Ah, okay, they could actually Seasoned Pyro. Oh, it's true. They can Fatal Push or Seasoned Pyromancer unless they will not be a creature anymore. So that's a line. Actually, I didn't think about this. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. If this is not a creature, this will not get exiled. So yeah. So I guess they have the Fatal Push for the Seasoned Pyromancer or the Lightning Bolt. They actually shock themselves, yeah. So this will not be a creature, so Lukka will whiff. Yeah, so we just get to play the land. But they're down to 6, and Lukka's is still good even if you don't get to... Yeah, they draw a lot of cards, that's for sure. Even if you don't get to Emrakul or anything, and we actually can do it next turn, thanks to the Bonecrusher Giant, so that's super nice. And we can get the Obosh down, I mean... That's pretty good too. Yeah, Klothys also puts a ton of pressure in their life total, as you see. So we cast the bubble, and then they will draw, I guess, another card. But yeah, Klothys will eventually kill them, and they don't have that many answers to Klothys in their deck. If they want to pressure Lukka, they will lose Lurus or they will lose Dark Confident. What did they reveal with Dark Confident? Should check that. Land, okay. It's a line that comes into play tap, so that's the dream. Yeah, but these mid-range matchups are fun. I liked it, please, before recording, and it looks like Lukka is just fantastic in this matchup. I mean, I can do the same thing again, or I think what I would rather do is just to blast and get 3 cards that I can cast while I have Lukka. That's extremely good. Yeah, that Lurus plays so early, I mean, it's drawn them a lot of cards, for sure, but didn't put any pressure on life total. We're 23, and we only fetch once, actually, yeah. So we're at 23 and they're at 6, you know, the life really starts mattering now. If we draw Bolt and with Obosh, we can just kill them. That's simple, right? I mean, that's crazy, but it's true. I have no decision to make. I'm just gonna yield until the end step. Just gonna stomp them. Opponent using more time than us, that's also not, yeah, that's also news. We were lucky, of course, to draw 2 Lukkas, but we could have also done something else. Oh, we could have played Obosh. And with Obosh in the battlefield, this Klothys could have been 8 damage, so really quite strong. The nice thing is that, of course, they could yeah, it doesn't really matter. We chose Klothys or Seasoned Pyromancer there. Maybe they don't see the line where, okay, they bolt an Elemental. Interesting. I guess they will bolt the other one and kill Lukka. Or Colonel's command, I guess. Yeah. So they will kill Lukka. That's unfortunate, but we still have Bonecrusher Giant, we still have Klothys. They can 3 life, that's a good thing. Lurus. Put a line tap. Okay, that's this Coppercoat. I mean, it's not over. Of course, we need to kind of get rid of these Lurus. That'd be ideal. A land. Of course, not ideal. So we're just gonna exile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we cannot cast both Obosh and Bonecrusher Giant. Right, this is 6. Oh yeah, it is, right? 4. No, this is 6, 7. So I don't have. Actually, that's also I can cast Seasoned Pyromancer. I cannot make tokens with Seasoned Pyromancer. I should have made a land, actually. I should have gotten mana and gotten Would that have been lethal? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that would have been missing one card anyway. I'm not sure if I want to cast Obosh. So Obosh, they can. There's not that many answers to Obosh in their deck, so I'm just gonna cast it. Yeah, I cannot really cast anything else and pass the turn. Yeah, Lurus Lifelink actually can keep them in this. I didn't really think about this. We can actually end up losing this game even though we have Klothys. They keep drawing cards. Draw a lot of cards with them, Confident and Mish as well, that's for sure. They need Assassin's Trophy, they need... Oh, they take damage. What did they find? Town of Life. Okay. Babel. Scavenging Ooze. That's strong. I can exile whatever Klothys is targeting. I think if they attack with Lurus, I will gladly trade with the Obosh. No, adventure. They can hit the Seasoned Pyromancer with this, with Scavenging Ooze, so that's strong. Let's see what they do. They can gain 1 life. I mean, definitely, like, that's about... we basically did not draw any of our other removal spells for Lurus. And you can see... So if they attack with Dark Confident, I'm not gonna block Dark Confident, but I'm gonna block Lurus, even if it means that they will bolt the Obosh, and then we will trade. No, they will not even attack. Okay. I will exile... Yeah, they have only 1 card. So I will exile the Lightning Bolt. Of course they will not let me do that, but... Oh wow, they did. Crazy. They have Lightning... What is it? So they have only like Lightning Bolt? I could look and exile a Obosh, get an Emrakul, and what could they do that could... Okay, I'm gonna do this thing where I check out what are the decks running. No, not standard. Even though they're running the same things in standard. Oh, that's not jumped. Red, Scavenging Ooze, Command, Engine Explosives, yeah, nothing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Actually, once again I should exile the land, but yeah. I'm just gonna look at, I think. Also, Klothys becomes a creature, right? Yeah. No attack with Klothys. Should I attack with Klothys? Yeah, I'm gonna attack with Klothys. And then I'm gonna exile. I think I'm gonna actually exile the Klothys. Keep the Obosh. Yeah, this will deal double damage, so this time Arbor Elf will die. Yeah. The rest would have been to generate mana, but I mean, they're 1, that's... So now I can exile this Klothys and generate create an Emrakul. Sounds quite strong. This is still a creature, I don't think there's anything they can do with 1 bolt that can stop us from basically, yeah, that's an Emrakul. To turn opponent, deal with this. A monster of spaghettis. We draw a card, I mean, we have 24, they're like 1. Of course, no, I mean, I could attack with Obosh and they were forced to block, yeah, they have nothing. So, also, they can just die from the Dark Confident. Okay, Jaunt. Veil of Summer, it's good, relics are great. I'm not sure, if they're playing random 6, I don't want the Arbor Elves. Or maybe that's the cuts. I mean, like actually it's quite a clean sideboard, right? 5 1-drops in for 5 1-drops out. Yeah, I just think Arbor Elf, not the highest quality card in this matchup. Utopia Sprawl is good, but Arbor Elf just dies to Ren and 6, and it just, especially on the draw. Magus of the Moon still, I mean, it was not useful this game, but it actually forces them. I could see myself cutting it and keeping Arbor Elves. We didn't really see Ren and 6. Actually did not see Ren and 6. Maybe I could see myself playing Pillage instead of Arbor Elf. Sorry, instead of Magus of the Moon. But I guess Magus of the Moon still is a creature we can just exile with Lukka. And he can put some pressure in their mana base, like he can stop the mana lands. I'm just gonna try like this, and I'm just afraid of the Ren 6, especially on the draw. Like we play Arbor Elf and they Ren 6 turn 2. Like we turn 1 play Arbor Elf and then turn 2 they play Ren 6 and they kill our Arbor Elf, and that's just not good. That's not nice magic after that, because they have a card that will generate 1 card every turn, plus Lurus that can generate 1 card every turn, plus... Actually, one thing I could have liked to try actually is maybe Anger of the Gods to deal with Lurus, and maybe to deal with small Scavenging Mooses and Dark Confidence if they're playing all of those cards. Yeah, that could have been good. So, what happens if you play Arbor Elf turn 2 or Birds of Paradise? They will Ren 6 turn 1, they'll play Ren 6 turn 2, they will kill it, and from there you're in a position where you're basically being drowned on cards and you're not much faster in mana. You're not faster in mana than them, so you just kind of lose. They have a hard time dealing with the combo. I mean, I'm not sure what they're having on sideboard these decks. A Nihil Spell, Engineered Explosives, Back to Nature. Maybe they can destroy lands, I'm not sure. Okay, this hand, I mean, it has Klothys. It has only I mean, we of course would love to play this on 2, not turn 3. Means a bit too slow this hand for the draw. But Klothys is kind of our best card, maybe, in this matchup. 4 lands. What to do? You know, I think this is more like an attrition-based match. They're fast. I mean, I need to change a bit my mentality around this jump. This jump is faster than traditional jump. And but if they come here and they discard the spells, they need. Basically, with this we have 4 lands in hand already, so we are guaranteed to cast everything that we draw. And what are we mulliganing for? Like, what is our play? Like Bonecrusher Giant, Lightning Bolt, that also can be discarded by Thoughtseize or whatever. So they decided to keep, and I'll do the same. Not exciting hand for any means, but a hand we can definitely keep. So they are targeting themselves, so they have a fetch land. You know, Klothys can also, if he comes down early enough, he can exile this mission as well. I don't think it's happening, but yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Relic of Progenitus. Oh, this is super good draw. So we're gonna play it. You know, the fact that they don't have a fetch land and then we can exile this Missy's Battle is so huge. So huge. We are so lucky. Yeah, from here, I mean, of course they can destroy this, but they need 3 mana to destroy this with Colorance Command. So yeah, this is like the perfect turn 1 play from us. Much more stronger than Arbor Elf would be. And that's Scavenging Moose. That's not a super big deal, they have nothing to eat, so... Of course that counters our Klothys a little bit, but who cares really? I'm just gonna make them exile a card now. That's only 1 card, just in case they play Ren 6 and then they have 2. Windswept Heath I'm gonna play. I'm gonna pass the turn. Of course, the problem here a little bit is that may actually look it's like the Klothys will not do much. One thing, I'm gonna play Klothys turn 3. If I don't draw anything nicer to play, Klothys turn 3. Magus of the Moon turn 4. I'm not gonna yield until that next end step. You never know what they're gonna do with the graveyard. So maybe you wanna exile with Relic. Yeah, taking 2 points of damage, not the biggest deal. Another Bauble. Again themselves. We can always exile this Relic, but if we cast Magus of the Moon, we give them. Okay, so now I'm just gonna exile the Relic because I don't want them to get extra value. It could be that they have another Bauble. I should fetch maybe first. Actually, no, they don't. Okay, so maybe they were kind of baiting us, but in the end, it doesn't matter. Actually, I'm gonna get. I think I'm gonna get Magus of the Moon down. I mean, if they don't have, they will have a removal spell for it, right? I mean, it'd be insane if they don't have a removal spell for Magus of the Moon. But it actually turns them off completely of black, so they only have red, a red removal spell. Is this something maybe you're interested in? Choices. So here, if we play the Magus and they don't have, if they only have black removal, they are a bit screwed. And I think the upside is pretty good. I'm gonna look for a second forest now that I can, just in case this blocks me completely off green. I take 1 damage, but it's not a big deal. Yep, so we play the Magus, we pass the turn. Next turn we can play the Seasoned Pyro, and the turn after the Lukka, try to get the Emrakul down. Magus can also block Lurus if they get greedy, but yeah, I'm obviously not gonna block this. Yeah, only 12 minutes left, Jesus. So, well, yeah, they got a basic, so our plan, not the biggest. Okay, 1 to Tarmogoyf, and Dark Confidence. Wow, here, Anger of the Gods will be fantastic. Maybe it's worth it, because they have, yeah, maybe it's worth it. Okay, another Relic. Oh, that's super good. I'm actually gonna cast the Klothys on the Relic. Sounds like a plan, honestly. I could also cast the Seasoned Pyro. Casting the Seasoned Pyro and discarding maybe a land and maybe the Relic. I think that's not so good. Yeah, I'm gonna cast the Klothys. I am gonna play this mountain, cast the Relic, and pass the turn, of course. It could be that we're not even interested in casting, in Emrakuling next turn. Depends on how it goes. What did they reveal? Seal of Fire. Oh, that's a good draw. That's an excellent draw for them. That gives them back their mana. They're a bit of pressure, like life-wise. They have a lot of creatures in the battlefield. But if they sack the Seal of Fire, we can always Relic it, which is plus. Lukka maybe allows us to kind of grind, that's, yeah, but it kind of dies also, so Seal of Fire, sure. This is okay. So I'll exile the graveyard, try to get rid of the Seal of Fire. Well, yeah, they also don't have rules anymore. There's no land anymore. Play like stamp. So they attack with 5. Yeah. It's quite a lot of damage. It's got a lot of the mash. Why wouldn't they do that before? It takes 81 one extra damage. I don't know. Ah, well, it doesn't really matter because yeah, I guess the timer wave gets smaller. Oof, that's not a great draw. I'm gonna exile a land, see what we can do. Yeah, I'm gonna make red. Yeah, we're gonna be pressured to not die next turn. So just gonna look for Forest, red green, blend Seasoned Pyro. I mean, I could see myself discarding Lukka, but I think that's the only way we kind of come back. So we have a bolt for yeah, I think this bolt needs to target the Lurus. Then we block something with Seasoned Pyro. So they attack with everything we can block here. Then they take we take 3. We absolutely need to do this later. Yeah, I guess they can always fetch in after we relic and then we kind of bet. Yeah, this game kind of slipped away from us. Yeah, Anger of the Gods is looking really strong, actually. Maybe stronger than Magus of the Moon. I probably, not on the play, maybe I'll keep it. Keep 2, because I feel like these guys, especially this opponent, is really overcommitting to the battlefield with our confidence and all that stuff. So, okay, they draw hand. Let's see what they do. Maybe they have just a removal spell for this and then it doesn't matter. Nation's Babel. Okay, maybe pop this. Then pop this. Yeah, I'm dead actually, because whatever I block, I can block here, then I take 3. Actually, yeah, I may have not dead, so. That will be 1. Yeah. So yeah, this guy can eat things to grow strong. Yeah. Yum yum. So all cards are exiled. The draw card, there's a 1-2. So they need anything basically to. Ah, yeah, they're graveyard, yes, of course. Yeah, I did not see that. Okay. Man, against this deck, I'm absolutely going to bring in the Anger of the Gods. I think the Magus is really underwhelming, so maybe. And on the play, yeah, I don't want to get too few 3-drops, so I think this is fine. I think like this is fine. I mean, maybe I could see cutting a land and adding a. But they play Seal of Fire. I haven't seen round 6 in 2 games, so maybe I'll bring in. Oops. I could bring in 3 Arbor Elves. And I will cut a land. Does this make any sense? I don't know. We don't have that many 3-drops anymore, but we have good answers to their stuff. The Anger of the Gods seems pretty good. I guess it deals with Lurus and it probably will deal with something else in the process. I think that's good enough. 1 land just because this is kind of an attrition based matchup, we don't want to draw too many. 3 Arbor Elves because it's what we can fit in the deck basically. I could even see myself cutting. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's try this. I'm really experimenting. This is not a list I have mastered. This is my first league with this list, and it's probably I played 1 match before this league, so I have 0 experience with basically. So I'm trying to figure out things on the fly, but Magus didn't feel good. Magus just feels like it dies, especially Seal of Fire. It feels pretty bad to lose to Seal of Fire. So we're not gonna bring it in. And yeah, Anger of the Gods seems the fact that it deals with Lurus, and they seem to, how these matches are going is that they seem to be committing to the battlefield before us. So if we're able to cast something like Klothys turn 2 or turn 3, and then follow that up with an Anger of the Gods when they overcommit to the board, I think we can be in great shape. It also exiles, which could be relevant. And it deals with Lurus, which I think is one of the reasons they're winning these games, is because they're getting this axe. Even though Lurus didn't really draw them any cards, they kind of force us to pop the relics, and that's mana we're using on relics instead of something else, right? So not a threat, for example. I haven't seen Kitchen Finks. I think Kitchen Finks is fine as matchup. It can deal with it can block a lot of their creatures, and the fact that it comes back is super strong. Not so good against Scavenging Ooze, but yeah. Let's see the play. I think on the play we have a better shot. I also play first. Hanley. Yeah. I Obosh. So I think this hand is great. I think this hand has mana, has Utopia Sprawl, and then we can hopefully get a Seasoned Pyro down and start churning through our deck. Yeah, I think this is what we want in this. I mean, I of course don't want a mulligan. That's clearly, I don't know if you've seen this, but this, I try to find every excuse not to mulligan in this matchup. Yeah, we have the bolt for the Lurus basically, or for the Dark Confidant if they play that, or if they don't discard our Seasoned Pyromancer with a discard spell, then we, yeah, so Thoughtseize. You know, Lightning Bolt is also 6 damage with Obosh up, so let's see. Lots of good draws also after this. Tireless Tracker, even Kitchen Finks is a nice follow-up now. Klothys is really good. Yeah. Just the idea of accelerating on mana, I think it's fantastic. So I take the Seasoned Pyro. They leave us with a hand that doesn't have much, but it has Bolt, so see what we draw. That's a Kitchen Finks, super nice. I guess I'm gonna just save a fetch land, there's no need to put it in there. Just get the Kitchen Finks down. We gain some life. Kitchen Finks damage also gets doubled by Obosh, and we're en route for casting Obosh turn 4. Also very good against removal, of course, and this is a good draw. Tarmogoyf. Of course, we shouldn't Lightning Bolt at Tarmogoyf, as you guys know. Not smart. They also we don't have a land in play. Oh, this is also a good draw. So I'm just gonna attack it. They're not gonna block the Kitchen Finks because, yeah, this doesn't make sense. But I like being aggressive. I like putting a bit of pressure in the life total. We're at 22. We can get back. Cool. So they take 3. I'm gonna play Tireless Tracker. Probably an awesome card in this matchup. We will always yield. And I know I'm a bit. Of course, I will not like to stomping, like pop the Wooded Foothills and find a Stomping Ground unless I absolutely need to. Yeah, that's always a bit the thing. But I can just find a mountain, of course. I'm just gonna look for a mountain and generate a second clue, just in case I want to bolt something like a Lurus next turn. This is a 3/4, but that's okay. We have a lot of damage on the board next turn. If they tap out for some reason, we have basically this bolt can deal with almost anything they play because they don't play. Yeah. Oh, he's an Oko, man. You're a bad person apparently. Scavenging Ooze. They don't have any green. There's no instance on the graveyard, so I'm not gonna use this bolt yet. I'm not sure if they're attacking, honestly. Do I want to use my mana and deal with this Scavenging Ooze now? And if we play Obosh, we're 1, 2, 3, we're 1 mana short of casting Obosh and Lightning Bolt. So you know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna bolt the Scavenging Ooze now. I don't dislike the idea of drawing cards and casting a Obosh a turn later, because this can get very big. I can get 2 clues right, that would be a 5/4. I can trade with this, with the Tarmogoyf. Draw me a card. Yeah. For sure I'll start by playing the Wooded Foothills, generating a clue. We can cast Obosh and attack with both of these guys. This will make him block with 1, or he... Oh, no, they don't lose, but they go down to 3. Quite strong. Or we can pop these clues and make the Tireless Tracker bigger and attack next turn. You know what? I think I'm just gonna... At least I'm gonna look for another mountain. And to take as little damage as possible. I could see myself popping 2 clues and 2 cards. I mean, that sounds very nice. That sounds like a... And also we make a pretty big Tireless Tracker that they want to... Do they want to trade it? Yeah, then anything they block. Okay, I'm just gonna cast Obosh. I actually think that's the best play. Getting it down. They don't have an answer for it right now, and if they don't block, they take like 12 damage, and if they block, they lose a ton of life. I guess they block the Tireless Tracker, but we already have 4 clues, so it's kind of done its job. Yeah. So you go down to 9. They have no Tarmogoyf, they have no board. We have 4 clues. I mean, they're in good shape. They're in good shape. Even if they cast Lurus on Babel or something like that, we're still in good shape. You know, any lightning bolt that we find is 6 damage to the face. They are hard pressed to fetch because they're so low in life, and we can basically turn this mana into cards at any time. So they're fetching, or they're playing a fetch now at least. So I think that was the play. Just putting as much aggression as possible. When you're on the play, you want to be making the plays. Like, I guess that's what you call it, the play. So I think that's a good philosophy to have. When you're on the play, opponent is always behind on mana. Opponent is certainly sometimes behind on board as well. So you just want to make the plays and put as much pressure as possible in the opponent. So they can eat 1, 2, 3. They can eat 1 thing actually. Oh, that's a Dark Confident. Oh, that's a blocker mostly. That's a weird. Oh, it's Lukka. Oh wow, that's good. So I think I'm gonna attack. Can they double block the Obosh? No, they can't. So I'm just gonna attack with both. We're forced to block. Then we play Lukka and get Emrakul. Oh, damn it, man! You've been manhandled, opponent. I mean, of course they cannot take it, they need to jump, they lose both cards, we play Lukka, exile our Kitchen Finks that they already have a counter on it, so we win 2, we basically get 2 more life. I don't think there's anything they can do. And then we cast the, yeah, if they let this just, okay, yeah, they gotta, I mean, they don't die, but they go down to 2. I mean, if they don't block anything, they die. So this is 6. Yeah. Sure. So again, 2 life. Super nice. Then we play Lukka. Opponent is like slightly disappointed. Play Stomping Ground tap, pass turn. So yeah, we have an Emrakul turn 5, plus an Obosh. I mean, I think we're doing some powerful stuff here, and you can see the deck, I think, is working kind of smooth, right? I mean, we have a very good draw. And of course on that Kitchen Finks, but yeah, there's nothing they can do. Super! So we find out, will the 5-0 dream happen? We're gonna find out right now. Actually, I'm not gonna take even a break. Maybe I'll drink some water. I have some water right here. guess you can see. I know you can see it. Oh, that's nice. Look at this. I now have a. Oh, I haven't even tried to put the webcam aligned with whatever is on the side. But I know you can see. But I've been the canal today, getting some sun. It's been super nice. You know, whenever it's sunny in Denmark, you gotta do it. You know, you gotta go out and get some sun. Also been walking a lot more. I feel walking has been a good exercise these days. The gyms are closed and everything. It's so easy to start overeating and just kind of walking has this thing that doesn't really make you more hungry, which has been a great help, you know, because I definitely don't need more help getting hungry. So yeah, we're looking for our final boss. So far we had a Yorion matchup, a Lurus matchup, what was the third play? An Obosh matchup and another Lurus. So everybody played companions. I don't know what you guys think of companion. I mean, I don't hate them because I'm playing with them and they're fun, they're fine. It's just everybody gets to play one. But I find like that if you don't have a companion, man, how are you competing? Like these companions are not only extra cards, they're like some of the best cards in your deck. Like what they're the top. I mean, it's if you think about it, for 5 mana, yeah, Glorybringer is good, but Obosh, I mean, for 5 mana, it's super good. Oh, we're on the play. We're playing against Sigworld. Okay. So we are revealing Obosh, and this hand is a mulligan mainly because we have Emrakul. I don't want to start a game with 1 down, 1 card. Yeah, this is just not that good. They did not reveal a companion. Another time we can just put it back with this mulligan is super good for this kind of decks that only want to have. Maybe against Neoform or something like this. Nothing we can do, I think, in our main deck, and not much we can do on our sideboard. So if we're playing against Neoform or against maybe Titan, this hand is not amazing against Titan. They're also mulligan. I'll keep it. Put the Emrakul back. Done. This is great. It's just great, isn't it? You just start a game, but you know this card you don't want to have in your hand. You don't have it in your hand. That's super nice. So I'm just gonna start by playing the Utopia Sprawl. I also find that back in when we were playing Arbor Elf and all of that, we're much more dependent on the Arbor Elf Utopia Sprawl combination in this deck. Like it really, like your best draw is always in. Oh, we're against what's it called? Anasium. So we're against Anasium. If you see a temple in Modern, it's not budget. It's Anasium. What do we do against that? Bolt doesn't really do much because they didn't put anything in. That's good. They didn't suspend anything. Bolt doesn't really help as much because it doesn't. Yeah, Bolt is so medium. Bolt, it's just damage basically, and I think we can do better than damage. Also, Lukka is a bit slow, so he doesn't really help either. But I guess if we find Lukka and we get an Obosh down, an Emrakul down turn 4, we can finish the game turn 5, and maybe that's fast enough. Yeah, so I'm just gonna look for Stomping Ground and cast a Seasoned Pyro, and I'll discard both the Bolt and the Land. And yeah, see if we draw something we can play next turn. I'll discard Bolt and the Land. An Arbor Elf, of course, not great, but we're gonna draw it anyway, so yeah, pass the turn. Next turn, we get to play Arbor Elf, and so they exile the Lotus Bloom. Let's play one with 3 counters. That is. What are they playing? Pentaprism. So they have 4 lands. I mean, they actually can kill us next turn, I think, with this. They only need 5 mana for a Notion. Yeah, and then they just get Tasses over. Well, they need 5 mana for a Notion. Oh, okay, that's not super great. Okay, we attack. Sadly, we don't have this guy down. We could play to watch this turn. I'll put them to 17. I'm gonna play Arbor Elf, get the Misty Rainforest down. Yeah, well, maybe it's good enough. Maybe the Emrakul happens just before they... And of course, if we make them sacrifice 6 permanents, they kind of win because they don't have mana. So maybe that's just fast enough to get the Lukka down next turn and exile the Seasoned Pyromancer. Okay, they can lose. That doesn't sound good. They can do this card where they can find Spell to the Bolt. Is it a kill though? I guess they can just name whatever and then they find Tassa's Oracle and they kill us. Yeah, they basically reveal their whole deck and then they play Tassa's Oracle and we lose. Yeah. Combo magic. Yeah, this deck is well. I think you have to have a plan against this deck, and honestly, I was not thinking much about it. And the problem with bad things, like that deck, is that you never wanna. You don't wanna think about it because it's you think it's basically you don't wanna think about it because it gives you bad memories, and then you don't prepare for it. So they do play some amount of counter spell. Let's look at the list. Let's look at the list. I mean. Yeah, it's actually quite popular deck right now. And I'm sure there's a plan for it. So, Leyline of Sanity, Bonus Last Reckoning, Veil of Summer Thoughtseize, Path to Exile. They don't play any counter spells. And maybe we could counter, well, no, this is not good. I mean, there's a lot of ways to build this deck, right? But I have a feeling people kind of built it the way they saw the last guy that did well built it. Some people played Pack of Negation, but yeah, I don't think that's the way we beat it. So, let's see. I don't think Aggravated Gods does nothing. Life Goes On doesn't do anything. Veil, probably nothing. Do they play many islands? No, I don't know. 2 islands. That's just not enough to get Choke to be relevant. And Relic. They don't use the graveyard at all. I think that's one of the important things about this deck is it's not a graveyard-centric deck. A lot of combo decks are graveyard-centric. So we have Magus, we have Pillage. I think probably these cards are what will win us the game. Cards that will not win us the game. I mean, if we can get a super fast Emrakul down with like turn 3 with Arbor Elf, we can win, right? Tireless Tracker just looks like the kind of card you're not winning with in this matchup, and probably Klothys seems a bit slow. Yeah, yeah. I'm not super confident. I guess Magus of the Moon and Pillage are our best options. Like if we play Magus of the Moon, they cannot cast anything. But we died turn 4, I think. Oh, I'm red. Oh shit, I'm super red. But I can do this. Oh no, that's taking me out of the picture. Just gonna make it smaller, mate. There you go. Now we're in line. Isn't that nice? That's how. Well, it only took me a whole week to realize this. Okay, we're going for this. I have no idea. I'm guessing this is just a bad matchup. You just kind of need to accept. Sometimes we don't win. We have extremely fast draw. We may win. This second one has turn 3 Magus. Turn 2 Magus. I'll keep it. With Birds of Paradise. Oh, perfect. One of our flex slots becoming relevant. That's super nice. So we have a turn 2 Magus, and then we can find another red source. We have also P-Dash. We don't have a way to win the game, but we have a Obosh that can help us close the game with Lightning Bolt. The only reason I left Lightning Bolt is because it's one of the few. It's like basically kills them very fast. They also have a Phyrexian on life, so it could be that it's relevant sometimes that we're able to get them just under 10, so under 0, so they start counting as poison with a lightning bolt. It's a niche situation, but yeah, I don't do a lot of winning against this deck. I think this deck does a lot of winning against decks like the decks I like to play, which are not playing counter spells. I mean, it's not that I don't like counter spells, it's just that I prefer like green-based decks. Wait. Green, red. So yeah, normally I'm quite weak to these super fast combo decks that we have very hard time interacting with. Yeah, that happens. It happens. I'm interested, you know, if the companions are phased out. I think a version of, I mean, this deck with Ren and 6, it looks super cool and something I would like to run. So they mulligan to 6, they put one card back, and we play our Birds of Paradise back, pass the turn. And next turn we have Magus of the Moon if they don't kill these birds, which fucking good cycle. Hopefully not thoughts, sorry, 7 visions. They're having some, I mean, this is obviously, guys, don't do 7 visions at home. It's probably, is it well aligned? I think it's not, okay. Oh, look at that. So yeah, 7 visions seem like the kind of things you know, maybe you're just going around the forest eating the wrong kind of mushroom, you know, or herb. Don't eat those things, be careful. You know, 7 visions, it looks good in Magic, it's a good card in Magic, but in reality, you don't want. By the way, the sky is super beautiful. I don't know if this is the kind of content you subscribe for, but I'm gonna show you the sky. You're gonna see shit, of course. Look at this, yeah, you can see. Holy crap. Much more beautiful than my face, and definitely more beautiful than seeing our opponent make decisions. Bonecrusher Giant. Alright, so we're just gonna go for the Magus. Play the Magus. Pass the turno. They have a mountain now. Let's see what you do with that opponent. They have 3 basics in their deck. Maybe they have a way to deal with this. They have a Slaughter Pact, but then they cannot pay for it, so. Yeah, they play this card, Slaughter Pact. Pay 0 and they need to pay 3. Has to be a non-black creature. Yeah, they play another. So, pass the turn. It would be nice to draw a land, please. You have to do 2 lands. Come on, mate. This is not land. I could Pillage one of the lines, that's probably good enough. Oh, I would love to have this Arbor Elf down, but I mean, if we draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could Utopia Sprawl and Stomp them. And then next turn with Arbor Elf, we have actually access to 6 mana, or 7 if we draw. And then with 6 mana we can get Obosh and Lightning Bolt them. I think that's a good play actually. I think Magus of the Moon is keeping them off mana enough, and then we can Pillage them anyway. Oh yeah, right, I'm gonna do this anyway. Say reds. Cast the Arbor Elf. We stun them. We don't need to have it to do now, but whatever. So if they play an artifact like a Pentaprism, even though the Pentaprism only does for 1 mana, I would probably destroy it with a Pillage. Even though, okay, we attack next turn with Magus, they will go down to 12. Yeah. It's sketchy. Next turn we have access to 6 mana, so we could actually Pillage and Bonecrusher Giant, and then finish the game the turn after with Obosh. It's probably good. Go down to 16. So you're like, yeah, 4, 6 mana. So we play Bonecrusher Giant, we play Pillage. Then we actually in good shape. Because we kind of time walk them 1 turn and we go from there. That's one of the reasons to play Magus, you know. Magus actually hits people, and okay, they have the Slaughter Pact, destroy target non-black creature. Can they kill us now? That'd be actually really bad. So we need to pay 3 next turn. I guess they have the Serum Visions. Okay. Yeah, I guess they have the a Pentaprism or something. Else, I mean, else they just die, right? They're on different kind of seeing visions. That's the kind of visions you can have. So it's kind of disconnected, I guess. First you go like, oh boy, and then you see this, like this is your, let's say, your hiking partner. Let's call them like that. They exile a Lotus Bloom. They have to pay 3 next turn. I guess they have Angel's Grace. We could also, yeah, it doesn't matter because they also can, they always can tap for white in here. So yeah, there's another Magus. That prevents them from casting anything really. I like playing this over the Pillage, I think. So untap tap. I think I'm just gonna, I can even play the Pillage and the Magus. Then next turn we can play Obosh, attack with Magus, that will put them to 12, and then the ball will put them to, nah, not like that. I would really like to get this Magus the Moon down, but I'm not sure. I think Pillage can be just as good as Lotus Bloom is not happening for 3 turns, so we're gonna Pillage the I'm Pillage the Temple. And I need to pay 1 red. Maybe they just concede that because I guess they need to pay Angel's Grace to prevent that, so they need to have Angel's Grace in there. Yeah, maybe just playing the Magus is good enough. But yeah, this way we guarantee heal next turn. I mean, they have 4 cards in hand. I mean, I don't know how they need to pack for the pack, pay for the slower pack, then. Yeah, I'm guessing this is kind of Angel's Grace, right? But Angel's Grace, that's 1 angel less. Okay, Shimmering Spirit Guide. Oh, they can pay with that, of course. But they tap out. Take 1 damage, so they're down to 15. Bonecrusher Giant hits them for 8. So let's see. So Bonecrusher Giant hits them for 8. They go down to 7. Oh, actually we're 1 short. Yeah, I think we just need to play the Magus, you know. So yeah, we need to attack with the. Maybe we should play. It's I guess the same. Maybe we should play the Magus like the last turn. Gonna put all that pressure on them. So we have 4, 6. Yeah, we can play. Should I attack also with this? That doesn't matter. I should attack with Arbor Elf, but I don't think it matters. They have all mountains, they suspend these, they're still 2 turns away. Yeah, next turn with Obosh, we're guarantee a kill. They can also get louder spec again. 4 cards in hand. They'll not revealed anything. So red, green, 1, 2, what I said. Cancel. Yeah, in fact, they will like it. Alright, he concedes. They concede. Alright, so. seems to be the plan, right? The plan is to get Magus and Pillage and really, yes, go fast. Is Kitchen Finks better than Tireless Tracker? Actually, probably not. The only thing with Kitchen Finks that it's a better turning on Klothys, but we aren't cutting one Klothys anyway. I could cut one Lukka. Just the Emrakul plan seems so bad. But maybe, yeah. What to do? So we have two options, right? I mean, the idea is that we can cut the Emrakul plan and get the Tireless Tracker, Klothys in, and maybe leave two Lukkas for just nothing. That's one plan. But I mean, the game will not come down to that. But maybe a Klothys. Klothys just doesn't do anything. Yeah, maybe Tireless Tracker can draw us into something, but that's so niche. Not sure, man. Not sure. Yeah, maybe wanna cut these. Maybe the Emrakul is just not good enough. So by the time we get to Emrakul, they just kill us before that. We're tapped out. I mean, not that it matters, but I just wanna do this. And bring in the veils for the. Yeah, if we veil a Slaughter Spark, I mean, that sucks for them. So yeah, let's do that. Since they showed us a Slaughter Spark, I may even bring the Thoughtseize, so I don't think so, but okay. Final game of the final match of the week. We are against Alnasium. We are 1-1. We are on the draw. That's never good. Okay, Magus. Keep the hand as Magus. Sorry about that. Are they mulliganing? They are not, so we are. Life total doesn't matter at all in these matches. I'm just gonna look for Stomping Ground. You know, make. Okay, they exile Lotus Bloom. Yeah, I'm getting a bit dark, but I mean, the league is almost over. It's giving kind of a sort of a. Oh no, they found a basic. That's good for them, I guess. Yeah, absolutely need to find. Yeah, I'm gonna find a Stomping Ground. Say yes. Play Arbor Elf. Turn. Yeah, let's. I mean, I'm just gonna try to. If we find a Utopia Sprawl, of course, I will get down the Magus and another Arbor Elf. Yeah, they suspend this. I will just yield to that. Have nothing to do this turn, so I'll pass. See, oh, they found both basics. They are good players. Let's see what they do with this weapon. Maybe they play, of course, they play Pet Prism. Man, we actually absolutely need to draw Pillage right now, or we lost, probably. Holy shit. That's the best draw against our deck? Like, literally the best. That's not it. That's not the... Yeah, they can slot this game, and with one black, and then with blue, and there's not much we can do. I will just... Wow, this is truly... Huh. Wow. What can you do? Well, sometimes it happens. So, yeah, I will red, untap. I mean, if we had Magus, I mean, I don't think there's a reason to. Yeah, Magus are shit. We're past it. We can have this forest later for. I would have looked for a forest if I had not drawn for this forest. Are we dead, opponent? Drawing both bases against the blood. Okay, let's see visions. We're not dead. We're not dead yet. We need to find. Yeah, I absolutely would love to find Pillage to deal with this Penta Prism. I'm sure they're looking for either an Nasium or that other card that allows them to exile the whole graveyard. And of course, if we draw an Nasium, a Pillage, we're 100% gonna hit this another Penta Prism. Yeah, this island, but looks like we will not be. I think we are not in good shape. Klothys, not the draw. We have 4 mana available. Is there something with 1 mana that allows us to win? Veil of Summer doesn't do anything. I think we just need to. I'm not gonna attack with the Magus. So we need to. Oh boy, this is not looking good. So we need to get the Klothys down and another Arbor Elf. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then next turn we can get Klothys plus Lightning Bolt and kill them. Obosh plus Lightning Bolt and kill them if we don't die. And I think that's just the way, right? So we're gonna cast the Klothys just because Klothys is a 4/5 and it just basically will deal with them. Untap this forest. I thought for a second it was not tapped. I had a moment of panic there. Play the other Arbor Elf and pray. Give me your energy, subscribers and watchers of the video, because we definitely need it. How many times would you play against a Nasium and they will draw their 2 basics, right? Oh, they have some. Okay. They need to find it. Did they find it? Still, of course, they have slotted games that can slow us down. Okay, I'm mounting. It's good. So we have 5 mana next turn. Yeah. So actually we cannot Lightning Bolt them next turn, but we can deal 8, 12. Oh, we could Lightning Bolt them. Okay. Actually, yeah, Utopia Sprawl is not a bad draw. I know, we have 6 mana. Okay, it's Fettucini on life. Definitely sucks a bit, but. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. They have a Kitchen Finks. I don't think they will do anything. Yeah, they have plenty of mana to do the combo, right? So I think we just need to go for the kill, basically. Oh, the problem is, of course, we can't untap the. Okay, never mind. Cancel. Yeah, I need to do this. 3 untap. So I need to leave a red mana for the Lightning Bolt. Good that we got it on time. We cast Obosh. I always forget to cast it first, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We attack. We deal a lot of damage. Yeah. We just attack. The good thing is with the Fettucini on life that if this goes in, we deal 12. Then this Lightning Bolt is enough to put them in the infect zone, and the turn after we can kill them. And they basically have 1 draw step. And what did they do with the cards when they see visions? 2 cards at the bottom. Okay, so they have not found it yet. They also have this Bontus Last Reckoning that they can play. That's also a card, and that's probably. We cannot play around that. We just gotta go. If this connects, the nice thing is that even if they play Bontus, I don't think why would it reconnect, right? But if they have Bontus Last Reckoning. I think, I mean, given their hand, given their, let's say, luck with finding both basics, they have 3 basics in the deck. I think we play this as good as we can to give us the best chance, in case they miss, to win the game. And I actually like what I did of taking out the Lukkas and the Emrakul. That's just, even of course, having it now would have been nice, but this is the first turn we have 5 mana available anyway, so yeah, they don't block. You know what, I could actually bolt them now and force them to use a Pack of Negation, if they have it. I mean, they will not... Yeah. Three cards in hand, did they find it? They have digged a lot, so if they find it, good for them. 2, maybe they find it as his Oracle. Sure. They can basically put 2 cards in the order that they want. How many Tassa's Oracle do they play? 4. Okay, they are maxing out. Interesting. So I'm gonna bolt their face and put them in the red zone, let's say. In the infect zone. So now from now on, all the damage we deal is going to be infect. So yeah, I'm going to go for Serum Visions. So they take 4 infect. We have the Stomping Ground and the Seasoned Pyro. I'm just going to attack with everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. This will be lethal, so we need to block here. So this will be 4. Yeah, actually, if they block here, they don't. Oh yeah, they block. They take 2. We stun them. 1 card in hand. Yes! Yes! We did that Nasium, the dream! Okay, wow, we were so lucky that they didn't... Oof, that they didn't find the Anasium, but hey, you know, combo decks, they need that 1 card to win, and sometimes you don't find it. Ooh, that was good. That was good. They were very lucky to find both basics though, so hey. Nice! We would 5-0. Super. The dream was real. Okay, this is getting very dark. I'm gonna turn on the light and go, like, open the chest and go over the deck a little bit and wrap this up. Okay, so super nice that we won. Deck feels super solid, man. We had game events, everything. Well, this light doesn't really contribute to me being seen there. Should be in the ceiling, but it fell. I never got around fixing it. Don't tell my mom. But I didn't. It happened. So anyway, let's go over the list. And then we will see the. Yeah, we'll see what we got in the chest. I always like to open them. I mean, I like gambling. Like everyone. It's free. It's not free. Don't do it. So yeah, 22 lines. That were great. You see how often we always had the mana to cast Lukka. Like I never was like, oh my god, I have Lukka, but I'm missing the lands. I'm just drawing. No. We always had the mana to draw Lukka. You also saw how in I think 4th match how brutal it was to have so many fetches with Tireless Tracker. You got 4 clues, it didn't matter. And then with 4 clues, how is Jan is gonna outdo that? You know, you have clues and you have the mana to use the clues. I love playing the 22 lands. I did not flood them much. We have anti-fluing things options with Seasoned Pyro, with Lukka. We never got to plus the Lukka, but whatever. Normally, you know, Emrakul is better than that. That top deck Bonecrusher Giant was the last game. I love this giant stomping dudes. Yeah, I'm actually, you know, if I had to consider a change to the main deck right now, it would be just to add the fourth Bonecrusher Giant. It has been amazing every game, basically. Also Kitchen Finks. Kitchen Finks, just the fact that it doubles as a 6/2 when you have a Obosh into play, and Hinter's Life definitely helped us in the burn matchup, of course. But even in the jump matchup, I mean, this card is hard to deal with for them. Like, what are they gonna do? Fatal push it, block it with a like everything, any block they do is a loss for them, and all the removals is a loss. So this card actually was good in the grinding matchups as well, which is surprising to me. Klothys is excellent as always. Tireless Tracker, super powerful. I mean, actually last game I made a mistake. I should have let the Klothys results first and then Lightning Bolt their face. Then this way we for sure win, even if with that block, even without drawing the stomp. Huh. You can always do better. Don't be too results oriented like I've been, you know, with the excitement of winning, you forget that you could have done something better. Tireless Tracker was great. I could see myself changing one Tireless Tracker for one Bonecrusher Giant. Even I could see myself cutting these Birds of Paradise for the fourth Bonecrusher Giant, and I think that's what I would run if I had to run it again, because this card was just so good. Having X is a 2-mana spell in an odd deck, basically. It's so flexible. You know, turn 4, you happen to have 6 mana because you have Arbor Elf, Utopia Sprawl, and 3 lands. Well, you can cast if you have a 7 mana because you have 4 lands, and Arbor Elf and Utopia Sprawl, this becomes basically a 5-drop. Or you can cast Obosh and Stomp. You know, it's really flexible to have a card that can do 2 things. This is really strong. I don't own 4 on paper, but I think I will also. This is super good. So that's the only change I would make for the list. And Birds of Fire was great on the last matchup also. It was the only time we drew it, but the fact that we didn't have to mulligan the hand because we could get the Magus down in turn 2 was great. But I don't feel like in a world where we live, where there's so many bolts and so many lava darts and so many seals of fires, you don't want to max out on guys like this, like basically mana dorks. You would much rather have stomps and things that 2-for-1 like a Bonecrusher Giant. So that was it. Sideboard, it felt great. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we didn't play against a matchup we didn't prepare for, but yeah. Anger of the Gods was fantastic game, like match 1 against even against John. I think Anger of the Gods is worth bringing in because it kills Lurus, a lot of times it will kill Scavenging Ooze. Sometimes it can even kill Tarmogoyf because, you know, with Relic it could be a small Tarmogoyf. It definitely doesn't grow their Tarmogoyf by exiling all their creatures. I mean, if you exile Lurus, then they kind of get it back with Kulagan's command. I mean, I think this card is actually a card we can bring in against Jund, and definitely Magus one is not a card we want. So this was clear winner. Actually, I think that's something we should be doing. Pillage was good. We didn't really play against any big mana decks, but you know, also against the deck like Ad Nauseam, Pillage was great. It's a card that I think we just kind of have to have. It also deals with artifacts, so in the Harden Scales matchup, it's also could shine. Could kill even Igmoth Nexus also. So overall, a solid card. I wouldn't be cutting. I mean, maybe I could see myself cutting one of these and adding one to choke more, even though we didn't use it at all. Maybe, but maybe Graphic Sketch for the the matchup, Neoform matchup instead of this. Life Goes On. I mean, it's not the greatest card in the world, but it allows you to gain 8 life against burn, and that's something 10 times all unique. Yeah. Veil of Summer has been great. I mean, it's always great, Veil of Summer. I mean, we didn't really cast it, but Veil of Summer it's just this card that it's just so busted that it's a pity not to play. You know, if you have green, you want to play Veil of Summer, I think. You don't want to be too dogmatic about it. We're not playing 4 Veils of Summer, but 2 Veils of Summer is just, you know, you saw how clean up sideboarding was in game 2 against Jund. We just got rid of our dorks. Brought 3 Relics and 2 Veils, and bam, that's it. And yeah, it looked like Magus was not that great, so we actually cut a couple of Anger of the Gods and added back the Arbor Elves because they didn't seem to be playing Renaissance 6. But still, I think Veil of Summer is a really solid card. And we didn't really play against a lot of blue decks where it also shines. Especially when you're playing Odd, because you normally will tap out less. A lot of times you will you have 4 mana available and you will only use 3. Yellow Summer is there for you. So the deck felt super solid. The only change I would make is cut 1 birds and add 1 Bonecrusher Giant. Actually, I will not do it now because I don't have a... Oh, I have 2 pens of birds. I like this one. Yeah, I will probably cut a bird and add the Bonecrusher Giant. I don't have it, so I need to go shopping. Super good. Okay, let's look at the car at the chests. I'm opening all of them. I don't have patience to open so many. 160. Oh, nice. We got the loot tree. I mean, we got so many avatars lately. It's crazy. We got this guy. Solven. What is this? I wish I could make the cards bigger in chests, but I can't. I wish there's also an option to move them directly to my trading binder. I cannot even make it big, so I'm sorry guys. I mean, I don't see anything of value here. Oh, Massacre Gold. Massacre Gold maybe is expensive. Let's check it out. Massacre Gold. Probably not, you know. But sometimes it's rare, so you get... Oh, it's just a bulk rare. Nyx Lotus. Okay. Yeah, we didn't open a Mishra's Vaval this time around. We opened mostly junk, but it's okay. I'm just gonna put all these cards in my trading binder and see if we get something out of them. Well, we got 160 points. That's basically a free leak. So when you win a leak and then you open the chest, also you get an extra leak, a leak and a half. So I got 3 leaks out of 1 leak. I mean, it's not that we're starving for play points. I think the worst I've done in a league for the last 5 or 6 leagues has been 3-2, which feels really good. But it's always good because if we're playing with some of these big tournaments, I'm probably not going to play the Super Qualifier because I got plans. But the challenge, I mean, how much do you need to? 300 play points. I actually will play this challenge. When is it? In 19 hours? That will be in the evening. I need to figure out when this starts because maybe I can be here by this time and play it. Or else I can play the Sunday challenge. Starts at 1 PM, I think, in our time. And I'll record it. And you'll see it in my channel. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. Always count your kills when you're playing hard skills, and always tap your mana smartly when you're playing Bonza. Peace. Now I'll do it better. Peace. Shit, I'm not able to. Okay. Peace. Still haven't done it.